The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 will be an incredible smartphone, but it does have a punch hole cut out right in the middle, while people are increasingly looking for true all-screen displays with no notches or holes. So in this video, let's unbox and review the Samsung Galaxy A80, a true all-screen smartphone by Samsung, and see what it is all about. So let's dive in. Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video what we're going to do is we are going to be doing an unboxing, an initial setup, and a quick overview of the Samsung Galaxy A80. Now this is Samsung's all-screen display smartphone with the new Infinity display that does not have any notches or cutouts on the screen. So let's dive in and unbox this beautiful baby. Alright, so I'm going to lift up the box real quick, and in the box right away you're going to see the Samsung Galaxy A80. And on the front side, it does give you a quick snapshot of its main features. So you do have the new Infinity display, no notches. You do have a rotating camera. Now this camera over here actually rotates and becomes the front and the rear camera as needed. I'm going to show you that as well in a second. And of course at the bottom you do have super fast charging. This phone does support 25 watts super fast charging. And finally it does also have an in-display fingerprint sensor. So let me put this aside for a second and let's take a look at what's in the box. So over here we do have the 25 watt fast charger right here. Okay, just a basic charger, but has super fast charging. And over here what we have is in fact the USB cable that connects to the phone to charge it. And then over here we do have a bunch of earbuds that come with all Galaxy smartphones. So I'm not going to unbox these. That's what you get in the box. Now there's one more thing in the box over here. That's actually the case for the actual smartphone. Case that actually fits this smartphone, and of course it's designed in such a way that when this camera pops up and rotates, it doesn't block it. Okay, so that's going to be the case. I'm going to show you how it looks when you put it in the actual case as well. But now let's divert our attention and focus on the actual smartphone. Now this is the ghost white color. It's an absolutely gorgeous little design and look. So I'm going to turn on this device in a second and show you everything with the screen, but real quick, let's take a look at the camera. Now I do want to let you know that over here we have three cameras. The main camera is a 48 megapixel camera. The secondary camera over here is a super wide angle 8 megapixel camera. And of course this one over here is a 3D depth camera. So we have total 3 cameras, and the flash is right over here. Okay, but here's the phone from the back side. It is an absolutely gorgeous little device. Now let's flip it over and turn on the actual phone. Now I do want to show you at the bottom real quick, we do not have a headphone jack on this phone. We do not have wireless charging as well. We do have a speaker grill right over there. We do have the USB Type-C charging port. And of course over here we have the SIM adapter tray. On the side we have the volume rockers, volume up and down. On the other side we have the power button. Then we have the rotating camera. On the top we don't have anything other than a little microphone. Of course I'll let you know really quickly, if you look at the top over here, you're not going to see an earpiece or a speaker grill here. So when you actually talk on the phone, the sound of the other person comes right through the display. So the display does have sound on display technology. Sound is in fact emitted right through the display. All right. It is essential to understand that when you are watching videos or movies, the display doesn't generate any sound. The only sound you get is from the bottom speaker grill. So this phone only has a mono speaker, no stereo speakers for watching movies and videos and listening to music. The sound on display technology only activates for phone calls. Now real quick, I do want to let you know that this is a gorgeous screen. It is in fact a Super AMOLED display technology with the new Infinity setup, meaning no notches or holes, and that display is 6.7 inches in size with a resolution of 2400 by 1800, which gives you 393 pixels per inches. Now let's move on with the initial setup, and also I do want to show you that flip up camera really quickly in a second. Let's dive in. Alright, so here we have the phone. I'm going to really quickly show you guys the case that came with the actual box. So that's the case that you get. So it's designed so this camera is able to easily flip up and rotate no problem. And like I mentioned, we are going to be talking about that in a little bit. First, let's finish the initial setup process. All right, so let's click on Let's Go. And then we're going to accept some of these terms. I'm going to undo the optional ones. And then I'm going to click on Next. And as you can see, she's talking as I'm setting this phone up. So I'm gonna turn off the volume so it doesn't talk. And then that was Bixby, by the way. It just gives you voice instructions on what to do next. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna skip this for now as well. And we are gonna click on next. And then we're gonna pick a Wi-Fi network. I'm gonna tap on this one here. I'm gonna dump in my password. And we're good to go. Click next again. It's checking for updates, installing the updates. Okay, now I'm gonna log into my Google account. So let me do that real quick as well. All right, so all that's done. I'm logging right in with my Google account. It's saying just a second. Do I want to restore a backup? Now I'm going to click on don't restore. So we're going to go right up. Okay, so it wants me to use a fingerprint sensor, a pattern, or a pin. So let's just pick up a fingerprint. Let's just set this up using the fingerprint sensor that's built in right here. So I'm going to click on continue. And we do need a backup. So I'm going to keep, just pick 00000 for now. Keep it simple and nice. All right, so it wants me to scan my fingerprints. I'm going to do my index finger. So let's do that right now. Okay. All right, now I do want to let you know this is an optical in-display fingerprint sensor. This is not an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. This is the cheaper version that you would get on the OnePlus 7 Pro. So it's not the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor that you will find on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, S10, and the upcoming Note 10. All right, so we're good to go. I'm going to click continue. It wants me to get a full scan, so I'm going to scan the edges of my fingers as you just saw. Okay, so just the edges. There we go. All right, so let's click on next and then we're good to go. We do have the Google Assistant. I'm going to click on continue with that one, go all the way down, accept everything for now, click on accept. It's adding the finishing touches and we should be at the home screen very, very quickly, very soon. So I am going to skip the sign into your Samsung account part for now. So I'm going to click on skip. We'll skip that as well. All right, I do want to see that home screen. Now again, this is going to be running Samsung One UI, so it's not going to look too much different than what you would see on the S10, on the S10 Plus, or the Note 9, or any other Samsung smartphone running One UI. Now it is downloading some of the updates on the top, as you can see, but that's the home screen, guys. So again, if you are familiar with the Samsung smartphones and the One UI interface, basically it's the same exact thing. You got the wallpapers, themes, widgets, home screen settings, and of course you have the settings. If I go in here, it's going to look exactly as any other Samsung smartphone. It's nice and smooth. It's running the Snapdragon 730 processor. So obviously this is not a flagship smartphone, even though it has an all-screen gorgeous display. And then if you look around the settings, it's all the same. So you got the one-handed design that we have. When you pull things, it comes towards you. And then you have all these lock screen customization tactics, of course, and you can also go into your advanced features, and all these advanced features are available on other Samsung smartphones such as the S10 and the S10 Plus. So let's quickly test that fingerprint sensor, see how it works. So I'm going to turn it off real quick. Tap on the screen to wake it up, and let's log right in. I did change the wallpaper real quick, so let's log right in. Boom. That's beautiful. Now pinch the screen, go to wallpapers. You'll see some new stock wallpapers with this phone that you don't see on the S10. So that's one of them right here. Okay, that's a nice wallpaper. But let me pick this one here. The white one is looks better. Okay, but the fingerprint sensor is pretty good. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Let me turn off the phone. Boom, boom. Wake up, and then log right in. Okay, not as fast as the one on the OnePlus 7 Pro. That's also an optical fingerprint sensor, but it works flawlessly, no problem. All right, so that's that. And again, if I pinch the screen, you know, it's nice and smooth. Okay, you're not gonna get Snapdragon 855 performance out of this, but it's doing a good job so far. It's not laggy, it's smooth, and of course, those things are only, we are able to tell if those things are gonna last after some time has passed. But for now, the phone seems to be working perfectly. Let's launch this one here. Boom, we've got the phone, got the messages. All right. If you go in here to the app drawer, you can launch the calculator and all that good stuff. Now let's take a look at that camera real quick. So what I'm going to do is I am going to launch the camera. Okay. And after I launch the camera, I'm going to click that button. That's going to bring the front-facing camera. But if you look at this interface is all the same as you would find on the Samsung Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, with one difference. It does have something that the S10 Plus doesn't have. Remember, on the back over here, we do have a depth sensing camera that allows you to take live focus video. So I can actually come over here and do live focus video as you saw. And if I swipe over, you have the regular live focus photos that all the other phones have as well. But the live focus video is something that gives you the bokeh effect even as you're recording video. But anyway, I'm going to lift this camera up right now. I'm going to click on the flip camera button. And as you saw, this camera just came up. So if I flip it over, that camera is now gone. But if I have it like this, it's on the top. All right, so that's what the phone looks like with the camera mechanism actually pulled up. So let me push it back inside, and I'm lifting this up like this so it doesn't hit the table when it's flipping over. So there we go. Okay, it goes right in. Again, let me flip it out. Comes right out. That's absolutely amazing little thing that's happening. Flip it right down in. Here it is from a different angle. So as you can see, boom, comes right up. That's absolutely fantastic. Goes in, comes up. And here it is from the different angle. There we go. That is just crazy. But yeah, that's basically what this phone is all about. You've got this all screen display with no notches, no holes. It's 6.7 inches, so that's a very large display. It's even larger than the S10 Plus. Okay, so it's 6.7 inches, full high definition plus. It is an AMOLED display, and of course other highlights, you do have fast wired charging up to 25 watts with the rotating camera design that I just showed you, and of course the optical fingerprint sensor that's built into the display. Now, this is not a flagship smartphone, it is a mid-range smartphone. So when you buy it, just keep that in mind. It's going to be approximately in the range of $500 to $600, and of course, as is usual with Samsung phones, the prices are going to go down drastically after a while. So if this is something that you want, you can buy it right now. It actually is an amazing product. The build quality, the design, the technology, it's all amazing. But if you wait a little bit, the price will go down and you'll be able to get this in your hands. Now, I use a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus as my daily driver, which is right here. But I'm not going to switch over to this one just because it has all-screen display, because the Samsung Galaxy S10 just has way more as far as specs and power is concerned than this phone over here, okay? But if you do have a budget, you can buy this phone, no problem. You are going to be satisfied from what I have seen so far. One good thing I can tell you is when you take a picture with the front-facing camera, it is much better than the Samsung S10. The reason being is because the Samsung Galaxy S10 has a lower capacity front camera. This one is using the rear cameras as the front cameras, okay? But that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. This was just an initial video with unboxing, first time setup, and a quick review. So we'll be releasing more videos to give you more experience with this smartphone. All right, guys, for now, have a fantastic day. All right, so if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH by clicking that button, and also click that bell icon on the side to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me at SAKITECH Online to get the latest updates as well. All right, have a fantastic day.